this amazing event, North American Finals, happened to put it together. I mean, so many different people with so many different varying skill sets have just dedicated so much time and effort into making this vision of the North American Finals come true. We're really pulling out all the stops to make sure that these kids feel like they are like they're the real deal. Like they are out there on a big stage getting to compete in front of hundreds of viewers, if not thousands of viewers. So these kids are going to feel really, really special being up on stage competing. I mean, for people who have played sports, who have gone out to competitions, who've been on a stage and performed, you know, you understand that it's an experience like no other to be able to go and be proud of your performance and show off your performance to the people you love. So if you have a team, if you have a child that's coming to North American Finals, let me see you guys in the chat. Let me get a gauge for how excited you are. I know I'm super, super excited to come out to Orlando. My flight's booked. I'm ready to go. It's going to be an absolutely amazing time. And now we can go ahead and kick it into the action and jump in game. So here we go. We're catching up here with XXXY Zane and the North Austin team. North Austin, I've had the pleasure of meeting with their league commissioner a couple times already. They're one of the newest league commissioners here in XP League, and we're excited to have them here. And you know, their team does great. I mean, their Fortnite team is really, really strong, especially for a silver team. So make sure to look out for these guys. Let's go ahead and jump around here a little bit, see who else we can't find. Looks like we caught ourselves a little bit of a Brookfield team here. Hello, Brookfield. Rocking the Doctor Strange skin. Love it, love it. There's lots of magical stuff in here. I feel like the Rift Globe item is like the perfect item for Doctor Strange. And look at those skins, that like spectral skin on their weapons. It matches the Doctor Strange aesthetic very well. Well played. Good cosplay. 10 out of 10. And then we're back here with North Austin. I think this is all. I think these are the only players we're going to get in our radius. Let's see who's a little closer, maybe to interacting with some others. All right, they're probably a little closer to edge here, so they're more likely to you know, run into another team. In fact, here we go. We've got some other teams here, all collecting, getting their mats up, and you know, I love to kind of see this. You know, we've got a couple teams here. They're honoring the early engagement rules. If you're not familiar with the early engagement rules, here they are. The way these rules work is before Storm Surge or Third Zone, we have enough players that Storm Surge will be in effect. So before Storm Surge, players are not allowed to engage with enemy teams. They have to wait until that Storm Surge activates, and that's when the chaos can happen. That's when the fireworks go off. So we're back here with Doctor Strange doing his thing, looting up. Got a couple teams here. I mean, this is a great spot for loot, especially if you want to get your mats up really quick. Let me pull up my controls here, see if I can jump around, check out another team. Back to North Austin. Maybe I can see someone else here. Looks like this is what we get. I'm going to go back over to the Doctor Strange player here. Oh, here we go. Now we got a very slick looking blue banana. Man, Peely looks like he's seen better days. Is that like an irradiated Peely? Is that a ghost Peely? Is that what that is? Is that what I'm looking at here? Look at a cool looking Peely skin from Wake Forest over in at XP League Triangle in North Carolina. So we got Peely here, Baby Shark, and Flesh Ripper. That's actually super funny. You've got Wake Forest, Triangle 12 to Baby Shark, and then Flesh Ripper. Like that. It's kind of funny. It's kind of like seeing like it's kind of like a funny little juxtaposition there. You've got kind of the cutesy names, and then you've got Flesh Ripper. So they're over here on the bottom side of the map, and they're in zone, so they can pretty much just loot up here and chill out. They've got this ocean side where they don't have to worry about anybody coming in from there. They can rotate left or right. I mean, they've got like a nice spot set up for themselves here. So if I'm them, I'm feeling pretty good. I can rotate into here. I can rotate into here towards Condo Canyon. Whichever way the storm ends up going, as long as it doesn't like shrink towards this way, they're pretty much set to do whatever they want. So they've got a good mid-late game set up for themselves. And back here with the North Austin team, here they are looting up. We can see that their mats are up. You know what is the biggest difference in the early game between silver and gold? By now, the gold teams would all have like 500, 500, 500 right here, or they would be almost maxed out on their mats. The gold teams, one of the first things they do is max out on their mats before they, at least on their, while they're doing their loop paths. We can see here, one of the Brookfield teams is moving in. Looks like they're moving in towards the circle, maybe making their way towards Tilted, maybe making their way towards Sanctuary. One thing's for sure is that this outer edge, like this section here and this section over here, is going to be lots of teams battling it out once those Storm Surge kicks in, because you don't want to be rotating in when Storm Surge activates. You want to be set up already in the circle, ready to fight once that Storm Surge activates. You don't want to have to be rotating in or running away from Storm. So the best teams should be timing their rotations right about now so that they don't have to worry about rotating during the chaos. And look at that. These guys rotated all the way from here, all the way out here. Actually, no, they were out here and they made their way in here. I think this is a good spot to rotate into. Good loop path. You can see they're still rocking a lot of green weapons. That's okay. They've got some more time still to loot up, maybe find some better rarities. But yeah, the rotation they're taking doesn't have like a ton of amazing loot. And it's pretty likely that players and other teams have already been through here, so they're kind of picking up a lot of like leftovers and scraps from other teams as they kind of rotate through these other zones. That being said, they've got a healthy balance of different materials here, and a good amount of ammunition here. Not enough to set them up for late game, but enough that if they can take out another team that's well kitted out, that they'll be set up. Well, it looks like it's going to be the Brookfield and North Austin show for the early game here until we can get some tighter storm circles going on. And I just love this point of interest right here with the null point right there in the middle of the lake. I mean, just super, super cool. I mean, this whole section is just so much fun just to play around in, honestly. Strong Kiwi manages to find themselves an upgrade for their shotgun there, and some pretty good healing items if any of their teammates want to pick that up. But yeah, I love this whole beach party, lake party, summer fiesta going on all across the island right now. Super fun aesthetic, really fun to play around in. I know I'm having lots of fun with it. In no build, of course. I'm no pro like some of these kids, but you know, I can aim down sights pretty well. So I play around in no build quite a bit, and I'm loving the new point of interest that are showing up here. And they're gonna ride around on top here. Let's see if we can't jump in on another team having making their rotations. Still here with North Austin. Oh, here we go. Now we've got Wake Forest here as they're making their south side rotation. Keeping it quiet, keeping it chill. Maybe don't want to alert the NPCs. Maybe they're aware that pretty soon Storm Surge is going to happen, so maybe they're just trying to chill out and not give away their position. Or maybe they're going to try and play the long game here. But yeah, we're lucky to still have the Star Wars POIs hanging out here. And look at this. Oops, looks like some players took a bit of a tumble there. Hopefully their teammate can pick them up. It's alright, happens to the best of us. Fortnite damage can be kind of deceptive. For sure, for sure. Man, these actually move pretty fast. I didn't realize how quick they were. And any second now, pretty soon. There it is. It's coming in right now. Shots already coming out here from North Austin, trying to get some tags on the bridge. That team is wide open. Scary moment for them. They're trying to rotate out. Steady aim, soldier. There you go. And so many players getting knocked out right now. I mean, just look at the kill feed right here going nuts. Fusion taking out some Salt Lake City players. Brookfield, we were just following them, took out a Salt Lake City player. Looks like Brookfield's doing pretty well, picking up some kills. Fusion Pro picking up some kills. And already from 82, 81 players down to 66, and it's not going to stop. It's going to keep going down into 40, 50 players, depending on how tight these players just happen to rotate in. CNH Gamers, their team's taking out a squad there. Fusion Pros picking up a victory crown. Brookfield's getting knocked out by Lone Tree. And here we've got some more rotations happening. Let's see if we can't find some action going on across the map right now. Alright, Baby Shark and their team making some rotations. Brookfield, we were just watching them. We were just talking about how they picked up some eliminations and then got knocked here. So let's see how they're going to handle this. It looks like they're not out of the woods yet. A bit of an awkward situation there. They got to move the car out of the way. It was blocking their teammate from getting in so that they could revive him behind cover. But what are they going to do? I mean, the team's pushing on them. They know this is their chance. They walk right past them. Oh, that's a scary moment. Oh, they walk right past them again. Oh, man, that's scary. They have no idea there's another there's a squad right here. All right, let's see how they're going to handle this. They've got two up. Not a ton of HP between them. Stuck in a small corner. And that's going to be easy pickings for Lone Tree right there. Good job, Lone Tree, picking up those two limbs. Ooh, can't rest on your laurels, though, as there's always another party looking to get in on the action. Lone Tree takes out Brookfield. Brookfield took out, I forget who they took out, but they took out another team. I know for that for sure. And here we are, OBO with the Salt Lake City team taking out Lone Tree right here. Well done, well done. We're in the top 40 now. And it looks like they're going into this mid-late game as a solo. So OBO, lots of, they've got the team on their shoulders. Hopefully they've got those replay cards. Maybe they can get a chance to pick their team back up. Good job, OBO. Being kind of the last one to the party is always what you want. You don't want to be the first one in. You want to be, you want to get in there a little later once all the other teams have expended their resources, and you can just kind of clean up. All right. While this storm is shrinking, let's go ahead and take a look around here. We've got Typhoon Sniper with Gary Busey and a Nightboxed hanging out. Looks like they've got somebody trapped here in this building, and they're going to pick him up. Very good movement, very good editing here. And let's see, whose build is that? Looks like it's their build, so they're going to be able to edit around it. I like this. They're not going in just WTing around. Okay, welcome back, folks. Welcome back. The second round is underway here. I just want to bring up attention to our early interactions, early engagement rules here. Teams did a great job of making sure that they kept their fingers off the trigger last time, but it's always good to go over it. Go over the rules one more time. So, before Storm Surge activates, no teams are allowed to engage with each other, to engage before the Storm Surge activates. The Storm Surge activates around the third storm zone, as long as there are more than about 72 players in the match. So we should be seeing Storm Surge activate this time around. Let's go ahead and jump into not my full cam, but into the game. And here we've got North Austin back at it again with a, is this a different loop path than they went last time? That's pretty much the same loop path they went for. Looks like they're pretty practiced with this loop pass, so looks like they're going to stick to it. Let's see if we can't catch another team getting ready, gearing up for the action. Oh, a North OC team. Very nice. North OC Esta and North OC 16. Looks like they're collecting their bounty here. Maybe they're hiring an NPC. Not too sure. But they've got another squad here. Looks like somebody got knocked. A little bit of dancing around. Hey, how's it going, guys? Don't mess with us. We're not going to mess with you. Very nice, very nice. Good to see some teams following the rules. And you know, even if the rules get broken, you know, I mean, these are Silver Division kids. These are kids that are, you know, oftentimes it's their first season in XP League. You know, they've never had to play this game with rules before, and now they're expected to kind of follow these rules that aren't in the game but are imposed by us. And so, you know, it takes a little bit of adjustment time, but it's good that they learn the structure, because, you know, in any sport there's always kind of strange little rules that you may not be used to or may not understand. Now what's going on here? Some shots being fired, taking off here. A little bit of near misses there. Careful where you're aiming that stuff, guys. Here we got Spider-Man. What is that? Is that the future Spider-Man? Is that Spider-Man from the future? Looks like it. But this is Caden the Clown, Awesome Dude, and Zero Mech. These guys have made it pretty far last round. They were in the, I think they were in the top 10. So look out for this team going into next match. I mean, and just look at this indoor, like, in-cave theme park right here. Just so sick. We have some stats from last round that I'm going to pull up here. So right here we've got the leaderboard and kind of the final storm circle, the mini map of how things went in those last final moments when the last 8 players were left in. Dog going in as a solo, Stinks and XBL Falls Church 12 as a duo, and the only trio, Nightbox, Typhoon Sniper, and Gary Busey, were the ones that took the win in the end, that got the victory royale. We can see here, this is the power of having your full trio ready to go. And we can see that the way they worked out, you know, I mean, just look at these kills here. 6 kills, 8 kills, 3 kills. And then for FC12, 7 kills, 1 kill, 2 kill. I mean, those going to be massive points for these teams, especially these guys. That's such a huge amount of points. Getting first place plus that many kills is really, really nice. And look at here. This is what I like to see from our teams that are still kind of working on that gunplay, is go play for the placement. I mean, that's a beautiful placement right there for that team. I mean, Dog did a great job. I mean, they got their team a lot of points by staying alive and staying on for a long, long time. Let's take a look at here, see what some of the other kill leaders are. If we go down the list here, looks like, look out for 12th place Obio. Yeah, we saw Obio popping off early on. And 13th, another Falls Church team, Fusion Pro, Sherlock, and Falls Church 1, picking up 3 kills each. And then Lone Tree PC Gamer 3 with 5 kills. I mean, some of these kill leaders here going out a little early. Maybe we'll see them make it a little later in this game here. So look out for these players that have these kind of high kill counts. You know, just tearing it up this round, where they may have gone out a little earlier. go, fixing my screen back up. Pulling up these kiddos messing around here in these vortexes and the basically the theme park roller coaster rides. They're in the hamster ball, making their way around the map. Let's check in on another team, see how they're doing here. Lone Tree 06. I mean, I think this was one of our kill leaders in the last game. Picking up eliminations all over the place. Looks like they're just farming up some metal here. And unfortunately aggroing an NPC, but you know, they should be okay. These NPCs aren't too deadly. But man, look at this, Tilted Towers. How Tilted Towers has changed over the years. A little bit of player interaction there. Looks like they're going around just kind of busting up the map. Maybe trying to break some cover, destroy cover for teams before they happen. Making it so that Tilted isn't as good of a spot to just kind of camp around in. But man, that's pretty chaotic, man. Interesting the strategies that the teams come up with to kind of get around the no engagement rules. Like that's technically not engaging, but it's definitely kind of like changing the battlefield before the battle has started. So it's interesting the kind of these strategies that these players come up with to give themselves advantages given the rule set. Here we got Wolfie Girl and Anonymous 295. Looks like they're chasing down a coconut. Rocking the Harley Quinn skin. Over here in Sanctuary on the west side of the map. Are they in circle? Yeah, they're in zone. They're right smack dab in the middle. And look at that. Super lucky for them. They're still in a beautiful section here. So if they just want to camp out here basically till endgame, they have all the time in the world to get set up in the best position and just take it. And look at that. Beautiful. Rocking the heavy sniper. Let's jump around a little more. We're back with Lone Tree. Lots of vehicles running around all over the map. Zero Mac, Awesome Dude, and Caden rotating in from that storm. Trying to pick up some mats as they go. And here in round two, we're going to see a lot of much more safer play. Just teams tend to be a lot less aggressive in the second round. They don't get another chance. You know, you want to be a little more careful. You want to play for placement. Most teams are going to probably go for zone a little early here. I don't think we're going to see kind of huge amounts of kill numbers like we saw last time. But we are definitely going to see a much more chaotic late game, I think, if I had to make a prediction. And checking back in here on North OC, looks like they're picking up some shield shrooms here as they loot some of these seeds that have been set up by other players. And here they are, also in Sanctuary. I think we were just looking at another team that was in Sanctuary too. So looks like Sanctuary is going to be the spot to be. I can't think of anywhere else where people would want to go. Maybe the Daily Bugle, but honestly, that's kind of a rough POI. This is actually a good spot here. You've got the rivers here for some movement, so you can rotate in and around and go around the map pretty quickly. But here come the demo crew, just kind of driving around, being a little bit of a nuisance. And Storm Surge is activated. Let the chaos begin. And keep your eyes glued to this kill feed right here. We're going to see lots of action going down there. Salt Lake City 1 going down. Wake Forest Triangle 1 going down. Let's see if we can't catch some action going on across the map here. Oh, you know there's going to be something there's going to be stuff going down in Tilted. Or, I mean, I should say the Daily Bugle. Yep, you've got some squads up here. And just look at the reach on that. Taking some fire from those from the squad up there on the other building. And just so much movement, so many movement options in this zone, in this POI, that they're going to be able to kind of get around however they want and kind of get in and out of those situations, choose if they want to take a fight or not. That's what's beautiful about this POI. One moment you're in trouble and the next you're out of there. All right, let's see if we can catch, if we can't catch anybody else. Crazy Bat taking out FC1. Wolfie Girl gets a knockdown and an elimination on FC1. Well done to Wolfie Girl. Vaxified taking out Plasma. Flesh Ripper knocks CH Gamer. And Gary Busey Teeth Baby Shark Fusion Pro going down. And look at this, we've got a nice battle going on here between two competent squads here. Stinks and Anonymous here were some of the kill leaders in the last game, especially Anonymous. Anonymous 309 did an amazing job. You can't forget though, Storm's always moving. It looks like Stinks is able to rotate out of there safely with their team. Looks like both teams kind of didn't want any of that action. They wanted to rotate out of there, but good job to Stinks and their fellow Falls Church player picking up those limbs as they rotate into zone through Sanctuary. Let's see who else we can catch. North Austin still hanging out at the Daily Bugle. They're gonna have to have they have a pretty long rotation ahead of them. Are they pinned down here? Looks like they catch a team trying to rotate out. That's their opportunity to move in. Let's see how they take advantage of it. They've boxed up. And now they're kind of surrounded on both sides, breaking the build. Did they take it? Is that their build now? Looks like they weren't able to take it quite in time. But that distraction gave their teammate enough time to get in there. And that's a tough situation. I mean, that's a full trio coming in on your box. Not much you can do there. But well done to them. Well done to North Austin, taking advantage of the opportunity, seeing it and seizing it as they rotate into zone, just picking up some extra points. And Nightbox, do you get knocked by Anonymous 309? Nightbox, I believe that's one of the players that won last round. So they're going to be going down fairly early here in this mid game. Let's see if we can't find another squad putting in some work. Speaking of putting in some work, here we go. This is what I love to see. Playing for the placement, playing for the points, just hanging out. Looks like they don't see themselves wanting to rotate into anywhere. They don't want to go for the kills. Looks like they're pretty happy with what they've got. Let's see if we can't find anybody else. I mean, we've got North OC going down. Stinks picking up more kills. YouTube Avrix going down. And here we go. Last round's winners. Typhoon Sniper looks like he's going to be going into. They're going to be going into this next round as a solo. They're trying to get onto the Hog here, but it's not quite working out. Hog's not playing nice. All right, let's take a look at Vaxify here, also going into this as another solo. I wonder if we're going to see a lot of kind of partial teams going into this. Oh, beautiful knock right there. Looks like they're going to take the fight. Oh my goodness, juicy damage, 118. Pops him. One more good hit. Another knock. They've only got one more member to worry about now, but they're low on health. They're going to have to pull something off here. And looks like they're not quite able to do it, but man, that was close. That's scary there for Hanover. That was almost it for them. But great effort to Vaxify. For a moment there, I mean, I was sweating. I mean, I was scared for them. But it's not over for Hanover yet. The vultures are circling, and the scavengers are here to pick up their meal. But Hanover is not a team to be played with. They will take you out. Especially, it looks like that was a solo player. I mean, that was their opportunity right there. But Hanover, not too scared of it, takes them out, and is going to get the res on both their teammates here. Good job, Hanover, picking up those kills. Here we've got another full trio. Superstar Avon, Clydesdale, and Anonymous 319. Stinks picking up another knock right there on another kill there. Good job, Stinks. I mean, I think we're going to see that particular team pretty high up on the kill feed on the leaderboard this week, just based on just eliminations alone. They didn't get a super high placement last round, but man, they got 8 kills between them, so that's a lot of points on its own. Salt Lake City takes out Superstar Avon, so now it's going to be Anonymous 319 and Clydesdale left to pick it up here. And this looks like it's a solo, so they have the advantage here if they want to push on them. A little bit scary here. Caught unprepared, 20 HP left. And a nice shotgun shot is going to knock him and take him out. Good job, OBO and Salt Lake City. Beautifully done. I believe this is actually the Draper team. So well done, Draper, and well done to the Draper coach. Good job coaching your team, and OBO and the rest of the team here. I mean, OBO, keep your eyes on the OBO. I mean, they are going to be lighting up this kill feed. And that looks like Clydesdale, maybe another member of the previous squad, trying to get out. It's another different squad right there, trying to pull in. Yep, that was Clydesdale here. Looks like they were able to get out there with Superstar Avon, so they lost one of their teammates, but nothing too bad. But they are going to be pushed on here by another team. How are they going to handle this? Oh, looks like they broke through the top here. Not ready to the shotgun, and Salt Lake City looks like they pushed on these guys. They went for him, picking up more points. Beautifully done. And now, even if this Draper team goes out a little early, they're feeling good. Oh, and a beautiful shot right there. All white damage, so you know they don't have shields. You know that their team's going to be in there trying to heal up. That's going to be another opportunity for Draper to go in here and push on them, get really aggressive. Takes the bottom out from underneath them. Able to get a super quick knock. Waiting out the clip. Wait till they have to reload. Push back in. Beautiful. I mean, just look at that timing. They just put the walls up. They build around, dance around them for a little bit. Wait till they run out of ammo in that clip. Once they start to reload, open up the build again. Get in there. Get a shotgun shot. Just beautiful timing on that. And then there were 8. Let's take a look at this team on high ground. Awesome dude trying to rotate out. Gets knocked while they're in the sky. Their teammate Caden the Clown is going to be, it's going to be up to Caden the Clown maybe to pick them up here if they can. Yeah, they're going